basketball, a unique facility, almost a bear pit of a venue. And the crowd really do make you feel welcome. All 4 games take place at the same time. Burgos have to confirm their place in the playoffs with the game against Lostevecht. The other 3 places are already confirmed. And you've got to say, this has been a tremendous season for the Turkish club. Currently 8th in the Turkish Super League. Had a great game against current league leaders OFS at the weekend, 11-point loss. Here are the standings with Jerusalem Ike at the top, the 7-6 record, and with whatever happens in terms of results, the head-to-head means that Teksüt Bandirma have qualified. Burgos could lose their place if Lostevecht get the win in Spain. Well, Pau have had a inconsistent season, let's put it that way. They've had some really great nights, but come up short. Currently lie 10th in Pro A in France, beat fellow Basketball Champions League team Strasbourg in a 1-point classic on the last round of games in France. And this is one of those games where this is one of those games where you need to keep momentum going after that win at the weekend for the French club. The roster for Bandirma is that balance of experience. Smith and Pruitt and Kalinowski. Emmanuel Terry's been phenomenal. But with Haltali now 17, Baka 19, Rudek 18. Sengen, who top scored in the game between these 2 teams earlier in the regular season, still a teenager. After years of significant budgets here in Bandirma, they have put together a roster here that really bodes well for the future of this organization. Pau made the trip. They're going to want to go away with a win. They're going to want to finish their Basketball Champions League season with a win. They would not want this to be a one-and-done season. They've got to make their way into the playoffs in France and give themselves another shot at the top levels of European basketball. The crowd, the home crowd here, will not let a visiting team come and just cruise, because if you're getting beat here, you know all about it. Great crowd, great atmosphere, knowledgeable and passionate. And they are as much part of this successful season as any one of those players. Tremendous performance by this group. Seamus Hazard's had a really nice season. Still only 20, about 21 now. And he really has grown into a real presence on this team. Emmanuel Terry, well, he's been a highlight reel the last few weeks in the Basketball Champions League. If you've got the Basketball Champions League app, you're all over Emmanuel Terry's performances recently. For Pau in the home loss, and they've just had an inconsistent season, and that's led to non-qualification. But this is pro basketball. This is a road trip, and you've got to get it done. Here are those three officials again: Lorenzo Baldini, Sergei Belikov, and Goran Slivic from Austria, Russia, Italy, the third team on the floor. Going to get a look at the starters in the moment. Bandirma have been so good at home. This team from Orthez is going to have to come out and start well. They do not want to get into a catch-up situation on the road here. Detman has been very good at the point. He needs a little bit more consistent support across the roster. But it's athletic, it's quick, and it can, as it's shown in many of these Basketball Champions League regular season games, it can really produce. Laurent Villa, the head coach, and he earned his salary at the weekend with a 1-point win over Strasbourg. Strasbourg, as we've covered on the Basketball Champions League, their woes continue as they lose another game. So Pruitt and Smith start in the backcourt with Kalinowski. So it's a three-guard set with Terry and Hammer on the inside. Again, another mobile, quick unit. Pruitt normally coming off the bench. Hazard has started the majority of games in this Basketball Champions League. Pruitt's given them so much lift off the bench, so they're having to look at Pruitt at the starting two-guard spot. Tyler Kalinowski makes back-to-back postseasons. Last year, he was celebrating as Antwerp started their playoff march to the Final Four. Similar story, really. Great combination of youth and experience on that roster that built momentum. That's exactly where Bandirma are. Super performance in the domestic league at the weekend. Really did push EFS. Close, 11-point loss in the end. Away from home against the high-flying Andalua FS. Amy Smith has really developed into a great leader at the point. That relationship with Kalinowski. Kalinowski is that glue, the experienced guy that holds everything together. Chipped in with one of his highest scoring performances of this regular season with 18 in the game in France. So they're balanced in scoring. They've got that absolute fearlessness of youth. And they're one of those teams, this is not a place you want to come. Unfortunately for Bandirma, they will only have one game at home in the playoffs. Don't forget this year, the playoff rounds of the Basketball Champions League are best of three. Those ties start March 2nd, and you can catch all the action with us. If you want all the details, check out the Basketball Champions League app. You can download it from your normal sources. Every piece of statistical information you would want. Follow your favorite teams, follow the players, and see how much information is there. Just download it. It's there is nothing that you want to know that you can't find via that app. Well, welcome to Turkey. Bandirma in the home white and Pau in the dark blue. And Emmanuel Terry almost caresses the ball on the tip. And Bandirma in the half court. Well, there it is. Flex cut, start first play. It's not as if the scout is difficult. Bandirma start, as they've started so often with 2 points off the same play, first time out. Pick and pop action, wide open for three. Bit of a wind up is long. Offensive rebound on the glass. Terry just went to sleep. The right hand hook is good. Doji gets the two. Kalinowski drops it into the block, gets it back on a replace yourself cut. Hamner with a rebound. Smith lines up the three and doesn't get it to drop. Defensive rebound gives Pau the opportunity to go early to the block. And Pruitt's going to be charged with the personal. One of those times you don't want. You don't want Boboji to go to the block. You want him at the front of the ring. He's just got to catch and go straight up and score. Much more productive, but he floated to the block. He releases the pressure on the inbound. Inside out, penetration to the far side of the ring. Tough move to the far side on the glass as Diawara gets the two. Kalinowski moves it on. Terry will hit the second side, Pruitt. Terry wants in the post. They've taken him off the block, though. He's going to have to work from there. Spins to the baseline. Help comes. Nice pass. Super pass by Terry. Great cut by Hamner, but Terry's passing traffic. Super look. You've got to like the way Bandirma have just developed as the season has gone on. Dentman leans back, off balance, doesn't get it to go. Kalinowski wraps it. Nice find. Smith, feet set for three and just fills it up. In the land of plenty for three. And Bandirma clicking into gear. Have the 7-4 early advantage. Dentman. Kalinowski always trying to make you work for it. They're going to go travel on the play. Boji will claim he was held, but had to walk through the contact. Yeah, took 3 steps before the next bit of contact, so. Smith, early screen, looks underneath, no option. Now they go inside. Hamner to the middle, goes with the left hand, is blocked. Ball falls to Smith with 7 on the possession. Gets in the lane and floats it for 2. And they're going to have issues if Smith makes the 3 and then puts it on the floor and gets to the ring for 2. 5 points already. Ball will stay with Pau, and Smith couldn't control it. Dentman on the quick catch and release. Knows how to score. Simple as that. Knows how to find the hoop. Great touch, great range. Smith goes upstairs for Terry, who raises the roof with a throwdown. And Pau are going to have to make some statements with their defense at the moment. Otherwise, this could become a deja vu type game. They gave up 96 points against Pau, against Bandirma at home, did Pau. Terry comes down with another rebound. Smith gets the early pick. Hamner. Kalinowski. They gap him a little. Moves it on. Emmanuel Terry to the corner. They're sweet at the moment. They're in rhythm. Hamner steps to the corner and strokes the 3. And they open out an impressive 14-7 advantage. Detman again, looks inside, moves it on. Thinks about the three, stop, pops the two on the baseline, he's no good. And combination of Humner and Terry. Diawara's shot was from a tough place and didn't get any joy. Humner on the pick and roll for two. Tempo was so good for Bandirma. 16-7, timeout Pau. And the Turkish club have clicked straight into gear. Pau have to start playing some defense, otherwise it won't be a 96-76 scoreline, could be a lot worse. Let's take a listen to the Pau timeout.
Everything is easy for them, okay? So defense higher, first get back, okay? Communicate, after protect the rim, okay? You have, with Terry, you have to burn, and with Hummer, you have to come, okay? And use a foul, nobody has a foul, guys, let's go! Ok, l'offense is good. Attention, il change, on l'a dit. Le ballon vient ici, on a cherché devant. Passe la balle, coupe. Ok, on doit enchaîner le jeu. Ok, hey, set the full screen. Now, when they go on the low post, okay, they come here. So face the middle, face the baseline.
Chopin moves it on. And we're going to go blocking foul on Humner as Boji tried to put it on the floor. In fact, sorry, it was Bikwi. Chopra hangs around, comes up with it. Denman thinks about the quick release. Still have 9 on the shot clock. They line it up. Bikwi can't get it to drop. It's a battle on the glass, and the ball will stay with Pau. This Bandirma team is going to lean heavily on Kalinowski's experience. In fact, the backcourt has a lot of experience in it. There's just such a great blend of young Turkish talent with some experience. Nice little look. Ball's broken up, recovered. Mboji gets the 2 away and gets it to drop. Jackie Mboji gets the 2. Kalowski. Terry, always available to reverse it. Will step in and pick. Smith goes high. Humner puts it on the floor with a right hand. Needs a pass, drops it on the baseline. Oh, what a block. We'll take it in there with that so much athleticism. Mid-court foul by Smith. And that's ring protection. Nice pass. Pruitt goes up. There's only going to be one result on this one. Whatever angle you take, Mboji just says that is going nowhere. Pop puts it on the floor, looks and wraps the pass. They reverse to the second side, inside touch. Mboji goes up, gets the 2, and they move the ball really nicely. Always the key against this Bandirma team. If you can keep it off the floor and move the ball, you will get options. Terry with the high screen. Doesn't enjoy the contact. Smith comes back the other way. Gets to the foul line. Takes the short 2 and just strokes it. Smith, there are so many players like Smith out here who just know how to score. Detman being one of them. Steps into the lane, needs a pass, finds one. Bikwi is no good with the long 2. Smith has it. 3 to go in the first. Oh, Kalinowski just about, Humner just about saved it. Smith penetrates, needs a pass. Open in the corner is no good for Pruitt. Chance to run here. Dentman needs to break. Has no numbers down the floor though. Drops it into the high post. High-low, they get a deflection. Terry just about wins the battle on the glass. Nice look. Humner goes upstairs. Oh! You've got to be very careful where you float the pass in this, Jim. Diawara this time just flew to take that one away. Down the other end, Diawara shakes it, gets to the middle. Tough move across the lane. He's no good. Gets after his own shot. Can't control it. And Pau, when they go at it, have got some weapons. Olid van Onsel will check in for Bandirma. Hamna sits. And Sengun, who had his best game in the Basketball Champions League against Pau in France. 20-point game. Little lean back for two is good. And Pruitt just knows, another player on the floor just knows how to score. 4 points personal. He's got real length, Pruitt, 2'1". As a small forward. Oh, poor. Great rotation defensively. Pruitt down the floor and just spikes it. And this has a long night written all over it for Pau. Pruitt gets away with a walk, but Terry does the cheerleading. And Bandirma lead by 11. Cavalier checks in and replaces Diawara. 22-11. And this is where Pau have to make a statement with a defense. Denman just strokes a laid-back looking three. Again, super backdoor cut. And Emmanuel Terry doesn't need it floated, doesn't need to give the defense a chance to block it, just cuts hard and throws it down. 4 points for Emmanuel Terry. Terry knocks it away. Ball's recovered. And Terry runs the floor. They've got to reward the big man who runs wide open in the wing. It is no good for Onsel. Yilmaz steps in for Kalinowski. Yilmaz outside, looks at his options. Terry slips, no reverse. Sengun puts it on the floor. Terry has to clear out the low post. Sengun spins baseline. Well, he mishandled, but he was lining up, then stays with it for two. Sengun was thinking throwdown, had to work hard to stay with it, did a good job in the end. 15-point first quarter lead. And a 7-point differential between the game and the possession clock. Denman puts it on the floor and moves it on. The open three is no good. Ronald Moore couldn't get it to go. Onsel, 4 on the clock. In the lane, goes upstairs for Terry, who manufactures a finish. And Emmanuel Terry's had a 100% first quarter. Bandirma lead it 28-11. And Pau have just got to buckle down and play some defense here, because if they do not, this could be one of those record-breaking nights for Bandirma. All the problems with the French club. Confirmation. Teksüt Bandirma lead it 28-11 over Pau-Lacq-Orthez. And this has already turned out to be a great performance for Bandirma. 85% from 2, 33 from 3, against 4 from 10 or 1 from 6. That's 5 for 16. Under 33% for Pau from the floor. Not a great start for the French club. And this is professional pride time for Pau. Plenty of time left in the game for them to make a statement with their defense. But this looks, or has all over it, uphill struggle for the French club. And they've been very effective on movement without the basketball. So many occasions. The initial defense from Pau is decent, but they have not reacted and have not helped any helpers. Just a super performance by Bandirma. They have to be relentless now. Do not want to give Pau any sort of sniff of getting back into the game. Start of quarter 2, and Pau had the first possession. High post pick, they lift, go back inside. Oh, tough defense. Super defense on the block. Corneli just couldn't get anything to go. Down the lane in traffic, and one. Yilmaz turned the corner, took the contact, finished the play. And Bandirma break 30 points. We could be ready to see a super performance by Bandirma. Already a 19-point advantage. Make that a 20-point advantage. 11 minutes, 10 and a half minutes into the game. High pick, really takes a little tumble. Corner goes to work down low, inside out. The open three is good. Pau-Lacq-Orthez gets it to drop. Nice inside-outside options. Pau-Lacq-Orthez gets it from deep for 3. Whistle on the play. Yilmaz is being very aggressive off the bench. Just ripped it and went. Hazard will inbound. Sengun has it. Osel to the corner. Hazard thinks about it, steps back for the 3. Just sweet as you like. Little hesitation. Little jab step, gave him a little bit of separation. Corneli for 3 to answer. Doesn't hit anything apart from the backboard. Great push by Yilmaz. He tried to pass it off, but we're retaining possession as it came off Cavalier. Smith checks back in. You're going to have to go long. Oh, Smith just about saves it. Yilmaz again looks to attack the defense every opportunity. Oh, he just about get away with that one. Hazard is going to be called for the offensive foul as he cleared out with the lead arm. And Schupat feels the contact. Denman into the half court, needs a pass. Surprise, the pass penetrates deep. They offer the shot to Cornell, and he just takes a tough one, leaning away. Smith gets it back. Wants the ball screen, takes it. El-Tali in the game gets deep, the 18-year-old who's just growing up in front of the Basketball Champions League family. Has penetrates right hand off the glass. El-Tali's on the glass, can't get it to drop. And Chupar will lead it. Goes upstairs. Oh! Sengun says, hey, this is our floor. This is where I live. You're not taking it down on me. Turnover. Chupar has a chance to push. In transitions, going strong. Off the glass. Is fouled, and he'll have to earn them from the line. There's the first one. Sengun says, nope. This is where I live. Great timing on the block. He's off to run as well. Woji checks back in. Corneli sits down. Cornell is a bit of an enigma. Still only 24, the 2'9", such a good athlete. Chupar on the free throw line. Makes the first and looks to make it 2 from 2. Which he does. It's got to be possession by possession for Pau. Get a score, try and get a stop. Just try and stay in credit in this quarter. Sengun will reverse the ball to the second side. Get an inside touch. El-Tali tries to back in, goes with the left hand, doesn't get the roll. Quick little look back to the baseline for the big youngster. Chupar needs a pass, finds one. And then steps in, fires up a tough one, doesn't get it to go. El-Tali is fouled on the glass. In fact, Sengun is fouled on the glass. Brown Sengun had a huge 20-point night in Pau, inside and outside. Just a really quality performance. Smith gets things going into the half court. Hazar on a comeback is short. And tempo-wise, Bandirma struggling to keep the same intensity level up. Chupar with nowhere to go. Great defensive effort. Every drive lane defended. Denman needs a pass. Nice lift. Wide open for three is no good. And they work to get an open one, and Duval Brockhead can't get it to drop. Smith will take the drive, goes in the lane in, is fouled, will go to the free throw line. Denman. And they move the ball really well. Wide open from the elbow is no good. Oh, a little Poor rebound, but Cavalier was alive to it. He picks the ball up off the floor, literally. Smith. Altali slipped. Great recovery. Super defense against the pick and roll. Denman attacks it. Off the glass for two. He's no good. Ball's knocked away. Recovered. Moore goes inside with the pass. Whistle on the play. Someone was hanging on the ring. Moore goes inside, but Joby can't get it to go. And you can't do that. It's the only way to describe it. Abekwe almost pulling himself up on the ring. With the unbelievable athleticism he has. He doesn't actually need to do that. Nice pass. Long two is good. All about the pass. Galanowski got his feet set so quickly, but the pass just perfect. Didn't have to move his hands, straight where he needed to catch it. Super pass, super shot, great execution. Lean back by Denman for two is no good. Sengun's having a nice second quarter here, gets another positive stat. Smith attacks it early off the screen. Galanowski dances on the three-point line, takes the long two. Galanowski, after some fancy footwork, gets the two, and it's out to a 22-point margin. Bandirma have 40 points, and there's still over 4 minutes to go in the half. Super performance so far by the Turkish club.
Okay, we know on 2-up, okay, he's a shooter. Just give him the side, okay, and you flow, okay. On pick and roll, second situation, okay, step, guys, step. No shot easy for him. Don't go under, okay, step. And with a camera, if you step speed on the wide switch, and you go after, okay. If they play the mismatch, 54, we know that, okay, execute, guys. We go hold down, but for share. Okay. Good screen for share. If you go inside, okay. Pass, again, shoot here, okay. And back screen, back screen, and step. You guys all do 1, 2, 3. Isolation.
Wow, there's so much basketball going on in the month of February. FIBA Olympic qualifiers for the women start tomorrow in 3 cities, all of them in Europe. The Intercontinental Cup. And the 3 is off for Abekwe. The Intercontinental Cup starts on Friday in Tenerife. Bologna, Tenerife, San Lorenzo. And Rio Grande Vipers from the G League will face off to see who will be crowned the Intercontinental Champions. All this action is watchable. Just check the schedules out. Denman in the lane. Nice pass to the baseline. And with foul on the play, Altali picks up the personal. 3:36 to go in the quarter, in the half, in fact. And Pau just need a little run. Just to get it under 20, get it to your 16, get it to your 15, and see if you can work back into the game from there. At the moment, we're almost just surviving against an onslaught for Bandirma. Abekwe gets the first from the line. Chance to cut it to 20. So much time left in the game. This is by no means a done deal if Pau can just get some stops. Sengun will sit, He's replaced by Hamner, who gets a little bit more time on the bench than usual. They pass to beat the press. Pruitt has it. Off the glass is fouled. He'll go to the free throw line. Direct is an understatement. Again, Pruitt, normally with his role on this team for most of the year, has come off the bench and gives instant energy. Comes up short with the first of the three throws. Hakan Demir, got to give him a lot of credit. Who knows where this journey's going to end for Bandirma this year. In past seasons, they've had lots of expectation, and in some ways, have always come up short. Now with little expectation because of the way this club's finances are now restructured. Who knows what a team with this balance of experience and youth can perform. It's the away games. They've got to be able to perform in the away games in the playoffs. Got to get a win on the road. That's knocked away, recovered by Denman. They line up the three. Bikwe just strokes it. Has those long arms, just really high finish on the jump shot. Great effort defensively. Can't secure it though. Pruitt stops, fires up the three, is short. Atali with the offensive rebound. Hamner goes left, spins back inside, outside, and throws it to the crowd. The crowd in this gym, just so close to you. You feel like they are climbing out of that bottom bowl, almost climbing onto the court. Denman wraps the pass, foul called, away from the basketball. There's Hamner stepping in. Stepped in and led with the elbow, which is the problem. Would have stepped in and taken away the lane. Would have been great defensive effort. Emmanuel Terry's back as Bandirma start to put the starters back in. Smith's the only starter not on the floor. Denman floats the pass. They just about recover it. They fire up the three, is no good. And a chance for Kalinowski. Hamner goes to the middle with the left hand, and Terry's all over the glass. He just never stops working. He might have nights where his jump shot might not be working, but he's so tough on the glass, both ends of the floor. 8 points personal, not missed a field goal. Tough shot off balance. Terry again gobbles up another rebound stat. Hamner has it, as Bandirma could be guilty of over-elaborating that one. Pruitt looks inside. Terry has to come out. Hamner just strokes the three. Lipikwi just looks to the heavens as if to say, what do I got to do? He actually was not that far off. He stayed at home, denied the pass. They got it to him though. Hamner just stroked it. Denman moves it on. Oh! Denman at the death of the shot clock. Throws up the prayer and it's answered. Gets it under 20. And there's just over 40 seconds to go in the half. Oh, wide open. Pruitt just flares, doesn't make the open jumper. Denman drops it in. Ball's knocked away. We'll stay here with Pau as the Awara was hopefully looking to finish. Not really sure how that's not a foul. But obviously I got the benefit of the slow motion replay. Kalinowski sits, 19 points to the better as Bandirma trying to put this one away early. Denman Going to work in the block. Ikwe travels. .24-second clock switched off as Bandirma tried to hold for the last shot of the half. Under 10. Well, the runner is good. Beautiful little float up. And that will do it for the first half. There's confirmation, 47-26. Super performance by the home club. Confirmation of a tremendous first half by Teksüt Bandirma. 47-26, they have the halftime lead. We're going to look at the numbers on that first half as the crowd disappear for a quick refreshment. 73% from two-point range, 36 from three, only 25% from Pau. And it's a deja vu moment. They lost. The only stat they struggled at home was they just didn't shoot the ball as well as Bandirma. 11 assists already for the Turkish club. They're sharing the ball pretty well. Humner has 10, Smith has 9, and Terry chipping in with 8, and a number of rebounds already. Detman really hasn't found his range, and that's the story for Pau at the end of the first half. They haven't found their range. Great performance by Bandirma. They lead this one, 47-26. We're going to take a break. We'll be back in around 10 minutes to pick up the action just before the start of the second half.
And Besiktas with an opportunity here to take the lead at halftime. McKissick flies in. Oh my goodness, quite possibly for the play of the half. Dunks it in, and we see the real Shaquille McKissick.
Angola now, just gives it to Sealer. Sealer, little crossover, little step back. Oh, wonderful handle by the big man, my goodness me. And both teams have opened the game exactly the same way with a statement of intent. Two big dunks on either end.
Just pass. Oh, give it the baseline, and Simons goes in and gets rejected by Pearl. Pearl defensively tonight has a couple of swats, and that one was right out of the top drawer.
One-handed pass into the corner. Can't get it to go, but a big time throwdown by Dalton. Aidan Dalton.
Benite goes in and gets the rebound. Oh, goes behind his back. He puts it up. Are you kidding me? Vitor Benite is exceptional tonight. He is just making almost everything that he throws up. Look at this.
Foul called. Crossover. Single behind the back pass. Oh, what a play. Jordan Bartolo, that is just beautiful. Right, left hand with a crushing dunk all over Hapoel Jerusalem right there. Just out of nothing, he took off and threw it down. Tony Roten. Now he goes off the dribble. And Terry with a big swat. Just throws it back in Simpson's face. Can they get the three? Just shot. Oh my goodness! Emmanuel Terry is taking this game over. That's awesome.
4 seconds left, the three-pointer to win it. Yes! Tyler Stone! Not over yet.
Drives inside. Oh my word, Chris Dow. That is special. That is really special from Chris Dow.
Welcome back to Bandirma, just ahead of the start of this third quarter. And if you were a fly on the wall of that Pau locker room, I'm sure at some stage, Coach Villa would have pointed out some facts of life about professional pride, because that's all they've got to play for in this game. Already not qualifying, but you've got to show up. But as poor, were Pau poor or were Bandirma very good? I think it's a combination of both things, as Bandirma, with their blend of experience and youth, really did play well in that first half. The Omar Pruitt starting is an interesting development as the playoffs are around the corner. We talked a lot about how so much basketball there is in the next week or so. And then you've got the Continental Championship qualifiers at the end of February, just before the playoffs for the Basketball Champions League start. All the regions have their qualifiers in that FIBA competition window. Again, just take a check of all the websites, your regional championships, and see where your country is playing. Go to the game, get the opportunity to see your national team play locally, where they're going to get probably going to get at least one home game in that first window. But now back to here, back to Bandirma, and they start with the basketball. Pruitt, same play. There's that flex cut, wide open. They turn him down. That'll give it to him at the post. The step back for Pruitt is short. Tries to get his own rebound. Detman does a great job at keeping it alive. He pushes. Early screen with Cornell. Nice pass to the inside. Doesn't get the two-footer to drop. Piqui, who led all scorers in the home game for Pau. Foul line jump shot is no good for Bandirma. Detman drops inside, turns it over. Terry, he's done everything else this season. Now he's going coast to coast. Is fouled on the way up. Not a sight you see very often. Emmanuel Terry leading the break, but came up with a steal and was off. Moore moves it on. Detman attacks it down the middle, gets the drop with a nice touch. So Moore and Detman in the backcourt for Pau. It's a quick combination, let's put it that way. Nice pass on the back cut, turned over. Hazard just couldn't handle the pass. Possession by possession for Pau now. Get a stop, they've just done that. Score, get a stop. Get another score and you're in credit. Edmund playing a little bit off the point now. Moore takes responsibility with the ball. 1-0, drops it inside now. Goes up with the right hand hook. Is good for 2. So that little phase has put them in credit. Down 18. Need another stop right now. Through it. They go upstairs to Terry. Just elevates the catch. Can't get the finish. Sengun's pass was a little loopy, to say the least. Ball will stay with Pau. Kabaka getting a start at the start of this third quarter. Another one of the teenage brigade here in Bandirma. Good size, Kabaka. 2'7", has real extensive perimeter skills. His skill set is really extensive. He's got to refine it, but Bandirma have a player. Cornell will move it off to Moore. Gets to the foul line. Kicks to the corner. The open 3 is no good. Terry comes down with another rebound. And Bandirma at speed. Kalinowski pushes it. They hit the second side. Kalinowski drops it inside to Terry. Watch out. Blocked though. Detman leads it for Pau. Has no options. Has to go himself. Takes a tough one. He's blocked. No one committed to the break for Pau. Kalinowski moves it to the corner. They go inside. Lots of footwork without going anywhere. Great work on the glass, though, for Kabaka, but frustrated with himself. All in the passing lane. Bikwi will hand it off. Bikwi on the roll, gets underneath, nowhere to go. Ball's thrown out of bounds. 6 seconds on the possession. Here's the Terry. There's Cornell just going straight up. Terry nowhere to go. And then Dempman with no options ahead of him. Whistle on the play with confusion with the buzzer sounding. Just have to play to the official. Moore puts it on the floor, gets to the foul line, looks at options, steps back for the mid-range 2, is no good, snatched at the jumper. Kabaka comes down with another positive stat on the glass. He's doing a really nice job getting after it. He'll look to reverse it. Hazard wants to take and does. Well, they're going to call Kabaka for the offensive foul. I think it's more about confusion about where exactly Hazard was going. Moore penetrates, is fouled. He'll go to the free throw line. Well, the great thing about Pau in the first 4 minutes of this third quarter, they really have stopped the bleeding. Chance now to make it a 16-point game. Put some 5 points in credit. Coming up to halfway through this third quarter. If they could continue on that sort of vein, they'll be right back in this at the start of the fourth. And Coach Demir has mixed up his combinations, which once you break the rhythm, it's very difficult to get it back. There's always a chance, but you have to make every opportunity count. 1 from 2 from the lines, not going to get it done. Kalinowski wraps it. And they reverse the ball. They get the same flex cut. Terry gets it, faces. Goes strong with the right hand, kicks to the corner. Kalinowski attacks it on the closeout. Little hang time for 2 is sweet. And they're going to so need Kalinowski to play in the playoffs. 6 points personal. Hasn't missed a shot from the floor. O'Neal nowhere to go. They just deny the handoff. Bentman. 5 on the possession. All right, you got Kalinowski off balance, leaning in. Draws the contact. We'll have 3 free shots. It was a 2-point shot. So Bentman closed it to a 17-point lead. Just need 2-3 more stops now. They can start to get back in this. Pruitt will kick it. Backer, little 2-man game. Pruitt has to settle for the 3. Just strokes it. Just strokes it. Well, we said in the first half, he just knows how to score. 9 points personal. Moore gets to the ring for 2. Certain symmetry about the scoreboard at the moment, 53-35. That won't last for long. Pruitt again penetrates and kicks. On his short defensive rebound by Cornet. Oh, he just throws it. As Kabaka goes up with the right hand, can't get it to drop. Moore has it, chance to run and chance to eat into this margin. Oh, poor decision. There's so much traffic around the ring. And Diawara just has to make the smarter call. Yilmaz. Oh, there's a slip. They'll take anything at the moment. Pau, chance to again close the lead. Oh, they turn it over. Poor decision on the pass. Diawara again, guilty of just poor decision making. Yeah, it has to be a foul as we made contact with arm, leg, and head. Oji checks in. Singan also returns to the action. 3:27 to go in the third. And they need stops and scores. It's back out to an 18-point margin. Back to a 20-point margin. Bar goes inside and overpasses the lob. They somehow survive with it. Moore settles for the long 3. Is good. And it's such a frustration for Pau fans. They know they've got real scoring potential. They just have to share it. Terry will pick and dive. He doesn't get a look. And Kabaka is sorry, Schengen is fouled as he got Ibekwe in the air. Damel Braquet checks back in. Just under 3 minutes to go in quarter three. They go upstairs for Terry, but it was under pass, but it just goes in. Diarra just tips it into his own basket. It'll go down to the captain. And when it's not going your way, it's not going your way. Terry just about wins out on the glass. Chance to run. Nice pass, but Terry just couldn't handle it. Bandirma's defense really are. They look like a team getting ready for the playoffs at the moment. Deep into the rotation. Everyone's going in trying to prove a point. Mid-range jump shot is good. Boji gets another 2. 4 from 6 from the floor. Solid numbers. Urudek backs it out. Well, settles for a interesting looking 3. Can't get it to go. Moore gets to the foul line. It's a pretty heavy pass, but gets it back for the inside outside and back-to-back 3s for Ronald Moore. Back to a 14-point game. Exactly what they needed. Just closing it possession by possession as Bandirma, to an extent, full-blown rotations here. Schengen attacks it. Great help, a nice pass, and Terry finishes it with a plum. Just gets above the ring again, Emmanuel Terry. Chappelle with it and reverses it. Well, the layup is good. And again, if you go for too much, no one helps. Diawara gets the 2. And we're back at 14. Last 20 seconds of the quarter. Pau had a foul to give. Moore and Dentman swap. Off the glass is no good. Terry's there though. Cleans things up, gets the 2. Dentman doesn't get it away, and at the end of 3, it's a 16-point lead for Bandirma. The most important thing for Pau is they won the quarter. They're in credit. Chance for something to build on as they trail 61-45 at the end of 3. Well, they're taking 2 more shots of Pau. That gives you an indication of the problems they're having just putting the ball in the hoop. start of the fourth, and Pau with the opportunity to continue to eat into this lead. Early whistle on the play as Haltali picks up the personal. As you can see, trying to come all over the back. The open three is dropped by Schupp. Great start. Cuts it to a 13-point lead on the first possession. Rudek again, still at the point. Takes the ball screen, gets in the lane, needs a pass, finds one. So lines it up for three and drops it. Great composure. The closeout on the flyby. Schupp has it, looks down low, drops it inside. Inside out Majobi. Chopper goes up with a floater, is no good. Chance to run here. Not really committing to the break. Has you notice something? Oh, nice pass. Super pass. Just left the defense with the pass, but Teksüt Dentman will go inside of the Chopper feed. Joby goes up, can't get it, does get it to go. And they're now at that 14, 12, 13, 14 point slot. They've got to really break that. Get it to single digits. As they're in the lane. Nowhere to go. Still has it on the dribble. Steps back for three. And that was just going to happen. No one else had touched the basketball. Has her not in rhythm at all. Big opportunity for Pau now. Score now. Get it to 12, get it to 11. And one more stop gets you the single digits, and then it's game on. Chopin has it. Goes with a floater. It's just about survive with it. Tough finish, nice feed. Joby's coming to play right now. Bowie gets it to a 12-point game. And Pau just needs to knuckle down and get in stance and play defense right now. There, kicks it off. The mid-range jump shot is no good for Hazard. Behind the back by Diawara. Down the middle, in the lane for two. 10-point game. Timeout for Bandirma. And with 7:02 to go, it's almost game on here. Pau showing some real fight in the fourth quarter, have dragged themselves back into a 10-point game.
Go on. It's fine. She did it. And Justin, on the ball. So fast. With the drive on the side. She's there. And she's okay. And after, communicate.
And they're trying to play off the post. Need a pass. Oh, they tried to wrap one round, and somehow they stay alive in there. Atali can't get it to drop, and tremendous effort by Maboji, who really has had an impact both ends of the floor. Denman gets to the lane, has it knocked away. Bandirma with 3-on-2 here. Hanowski. Gillimath. 6 on the possession, gets the ball screen. Hyatt Show, he still turns the corner. There's a lift. They take the long three, which is way off. And Pau have a chance to make this single digits. And 6 minutes is an eternity. Right back in this now, Pau. Pruitt's back. Inside touch in the block. Step through, Pucci getting in with a soft touch. We'll go to the free throw line. Atali is having a torrid time defensively. Pucci goes up with a little lean away. Doesn't get the roll, so has to earn them. Kabaka is back. And they simply have to maximize the opportunity. Pochi has to make the second free throw, get it to single digits, such a psychological barrier. Gets 1 for 2. Pau extend the defense, 1-2. 2 trap, but beaten with ease by Erdek. Pruitt puts it on the floor, needs a pass, finds one. They throw it to the corner, wide open in the corner, and just drops the three. There's Kalinowski. Just shows you the veteran touch. Chopper's got to do it all again. Takes it all the way and is fouled and gets back to the free throw line. That'll be the 4th team foul as well for Bandirma. Still over 5 minutes to go in the 4th. Pau yet to commit a foul. There's the penetration and the contact. Simply has to tick the scoreboard over. Pau with the second of his 3 throws. Those 2 for 2. Again, they beat it on the dribble with ease. And there's the baseline penetration. Arbor and Sengun. Comes away empty. 10-point game, chance to get it to single digits. Denman tries to turn the corner. And the game's starting to lose its rhythm here. They keep that one alive. Pruitt chases it down. Hradek will get the ball screen. That's contact out top as Duval-Brochet comes up with a personal, pointless foul. Closer to the halfway line than the basket. Just two hands and a not that hard a shove, but hard enough. Tough finish. Sengun just outworked everybody. And while they're working like that, it's going to be so difficult for Pau to get back in. A great hard show. Really hedged hard. Dentman, deep three. Doesn't get the roll. That'll be chased down. Pruitt is fouled. Bandirma trying to re-establish some control now. 3:40 to go. Oh, great trowel. They get it to drop. He's been very good coming in off the bench, Brochet. Hanging around at 10. They need a little stop and a score right now. Open three, though. Kalinowski just drops another one from deep. Just gave him too much time, too much space, too much of everything. Last 3 minutes. The last 3 minutes for Pau in the Basketball Champions League for the current season. Iwara is going to be charged with the offensive foul. There you go. You can't do that. As soon as you put the palm of your hand on your opponent, offensively or defensively, the referee has got so many ways to call the foul. Doesn't make life very difficult for the official. Erkan Yilmaz steps back in. Penetration by Hradek, wide open for three, is no good. Backer with the confidence to catch and shoot. Dentman off the glass. Sweet, sweet finish. Just hanging around here, but Bandirma holding on to that double-digit lead. Pruitt gets in the lane, goes with the upstairs pass. Sengun, ball fake for two. Gets the defense in the air, creates the angle, finishes the play. And the 2'6" frame put to good use. Under 2 minutes. Dentman on the free throw line. Well, Bandirma look like they're managed. Still plenty of time here for Pau, but they're managing this really well. Nice balance between the experienced players and the youngsters. The teenage brigade from Bandirma. Getting quality minutes. Detmer's going to sit. 1:48 remains. 12-point game. Pruitt will release the pressure. And Erdek is getting a lot of time at the point. Pruitt attacks it. Great little pickup. They can't put back away. The backer really should have done a good job, better job, but he gets back in it. Yilmaz comes down with it. And Bandirma have found a great core group here. Great attitude, great commitment to each other, great transition. And they have been relentless at the defensive end. Yilmaz takes the ball screen, nowhere to go, will hand off. Now whistle on the play and one. It's not been Cornell's night. 14-point game now with 1:08 to go. It was just too big of a mountain to climb, this one. Only Kabaka and Ancel need to score, and everyone on the roster would have ticked the score over this evening. Blocked on the far side of the ring. Needs a pass, finds a pass. The runner, Cornell cleans up, gets the two. Last 40 seconds. Cornell's going to clean up, finishes the play. Last 33 seconds of regular season action for both teams. If you're a Bandirma fan, you're looking forward to the playoffs. If you're a Pau fan, well, you start analyzing. You'd have enjoyed the experience. They've had some great games. Big wins along the way, but not enough of them. Erdek gets his first points of the night. Two for two from the line. Yai gets the ball inside. Cornell going to work, comes back to the left hand, just bullies. And now athletes to defense, all of them. Where's that been? Half-court pass, beats the press. Turned over. And that puts an exclamation mark under Bandirma's regular season. They complete the regular season. Coach Demir needs to get a lot of credit for the way he has kept this program together. 81-66. Bandirma complete their regular season with a convincing win. A convincing win where only 4 players played over 20 minutes. They went deep to the bench. A lot of the potential that this club has saw extended floor time. And now back to the action of domestic leagues, but they will have now one eye and begin to prepare for that 3-game series in the first round of the playoffs. They're going to have to get a result away from home. but they have enough experience and enough quality to beat anybody. Here are the numbers, 56 and 38, all cooled down a little as the game developed. But Pau-Lacq shooting 39 and 32 just repeated their issue from earlier in the regular season. Bandirma, because there was a lot of rebounds to rebound at the defensive end, do a nice job on the glass. Terry led the scorers with 13. Both 13 and 6 for Emmanuel Terry, the leading rebounder in the Basketball Champions League regular season. Just that puts in another great shift at the office. So we're going to show you some highlights of a really good performance by Bandirma. Real quality in the way that they rotated a lot of their younger players into the game without really missing a beat. And that was a joy. Because there were times in that second half where Pau-Lacq got it back to 9 points, single digits, but no one panicked. Emmanuel Terry has got to be up there in terms of first team honors. I'm not sure if he's an MVP, but he is so important to this team. And any man that rebounds the basketball the way Emmanuel Terry does is worth his weight in gold. On the back of that superb first half, Bandirma really have treated their fans to yet another successful night at home. Pau-Lacq just started so flat. Down 21 points at the half. You are going to struggle to come back, but they got it back to single digits. Well, Demon tried, put in another decent night's work. 13 points, only 2 assists, 2 from 7, 4 from 14 in total from the floor. That's not going to be his best night. Boji and led the scorers for Pau-Lacq. Only 2 guys in double digits, Stentman being the other. Ronald Moore chipped in with 9 points. But you've got to say, in every single aspect of the game, Bandirma just too strong, too good. And they're looking forwards. They're looking forwards to postseason action. First season where we have best of 3 games. So it's on the performance and the result. But that's just another great night here in Bandirma. Going to get a look at the group table, which will confirm things any moment now. Just waiting for that. Just getting scores to just come in. Want to find out how well Burgos have done. Bandirma on an old two-leg tie, you would think it's a tough place to come and win. But most of the other games in this group yet to finish, but Burgos with a healthy 83-66 lead with just around 2 minutes to go. So that should be enough for the result. The four teams, unless Rastavec come up with a phenomenal last 2 minutes, will be as they were at the beginning of the game tonight and in the positions they were. Here are the standings, still waiting for that result to come in. The only result in is this Bandirma game. But all the teams in the top four are leading at the moment, and that's the way things should finish. The only difference being that Ike and Burgos will go above Bandirma, and that'll give us the final Group B standings going into the playoffs. At start, March the 2nd. Make sure you check the schedules out. Have a look at the app. That's where the best information is to find out what's going on. But for now, from Turkey, it's been another great night of Basketball Champions League here in Bandirma. But for now, and we'll see you in the playoffs. Bye for now.